Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the Wednesday night marketing webinar with Jamie Lewis. That's right, where you are going to get your chance to win cash prizes when I ask you very simple and sometimes complicated marketing and domaining questions. So hit up the questions box and let us know in the comments exactly the answers to these questions, because I've got a lot of money to be paying you guys tonight. And if you have what it takes, then you're gonna run off with cake, all right? So again, guys, I'm gonna be asking you questions about affiliate marketing, funnels, domaining, CTR, EPC, conversions, all that good stuff. It might sound a little bit complicated, but I'm gonna be giving you the multiple choice, that's right. And so that's it. We're gonna be putting cash on the line, and it's up to you guys to win some prizes. Let's jump into this. And the attendance is looking fabulous tonight. So let's jump into this amazing contest. All right. So you guys have located the questions box, and we're gonna go into these questions now. And remember, you guys, there's so many questions. There's gonna be so many winners. I've got my little log here ready. That after we're done with the webinar, you guys have got to email me at this email address. I'm going to put it into the chat box. Okay. Bam! That's the email address to email me and collect your prize. You have to email me there. Send me your PayPal email. All right, everyone. So here's the first question. The first person to type in the answer into the chat, into the questions box, wins. The question is, what is the most valuable type of domain name? A long descriptive domain, B, short memorable domains, C, domains with dashes, or D, domains with numbers? Oh, we have a winner, ladies and gentlemen. We have a winner. It's Mr. David Nordstrom. He was the first person to answer B, short memorable domains, which is correct. David Nordstrom, you are the lucky recipient of $10. All right. You're an amazing person. Now for the next question, this is also kind of an easy one. We're just going to get you guys started. All right. And that's where, this is how we do. You guys ready? Here we go. Bam! What does CTR stand for? Everyone, hit me up in the questions box with that actual answer. You're going to have to type it out. Okay, this is not a multiple choice question. Oh my gosh, we have a winner. She's a fast typer. What a quick lady. Megan Thomas is the winner of that one. She answered click-through rate. That's right. Stephen, Ellard Thomas, and Adam, and Averny, and then there's a couple of people who got it wrong. You guys got it right. So that's freaking awesome. It's funny, you all spelled it differently, but it's really about who does it first. You got to be quick on your fingers, quick on your feet, quick on your fingers. All right, so Megan Thomas, you will do that for $10. These easy ones in the beginning. We'll just do, a bunch of $10. All right, I'm writing down the log. All right, guys, you ready for you ready for the next one? You ready for this? It's getting a little bit harder, not too hard. You ready? All right, here we go. What's that? What does EPC mean in affiliate marketing, ladies and gentlemen? Oh, David Nordstrom is a winner again. Ellard Thomas comes in second. Megan Thomas comes in third. John Doherty came in fourth. Stephen Brett, you're such amazing students. You're amazing students, man. I teach you. Did you guys learn this from me? Tell me yes or no in the questions box. And then we're going to give David Nordstrom his $10. Again, we're starting off with these little $10 ones. I hope you guys don't mind. All right. Oh my gosh, a lot of yeses. All right, well, that's awesome. All right, David Nordstrom wins another $10. All right, let's step it up. Let's do some freaking $20 ones, huh? All right, let's jump in. Okay, guys, here's the next question. All right, for $20. All right, you guys ready? All right, get ready. Get your little fingers on the keyboard. All right, here we go. Oh, what does CPA mean? Oh, snap. Let's see if everyone is it. Oh, Adam Steinberg wins. You're the man. All right, no, don't worry. They'll get harder. Jesus, man, you guys are top notch, man. This is the best time. I love running these webinars, man. All right, so Adam Steinberg, we're at $120. You're a patriot and a scholar. That rhymes. All right, here's a super easy $10 one. You guys ready? You ready for this? You got to be quick. You got to be quick, guys. All right. I'm trying to think of some way I could this one easy. We're gonna have some fast typers on this one, man. Should I just do it? All right. This is super easy. This is philanthropy right here, man. This is some charity. Watch it. Watch how easy this one is. What does ROI stand for, ladies and gentlemen? Oh, look how fast you're. Oh my gosh. Guess who won again? Smart lady. Megan Thomas is quick. Damn, that was quick typing, man. She's fast. You know what? Did I tell you what did I tell you what CPA meant though? There's a couple people who got that wrong. Guys, I don't think I told you. It means cost per action. You didn't get that. A few people didn't get that right. I got to do better at teaching. Jeez. I mean, you guys should know that. Cost per action is a method of you, as an affiliate, you getting paid. But if you're a vendor, you can also pay your affiliates with the cost per action. So you would pay out, like if someone fills out a survey, it's it's a method of you paying an affiliate for an action, and it's not necessarily a sale. It's not like CPS sale, or you know what I mean, CPS, or what the hell am I talking about? All right, so anyway, all right, next up, you guys ready for this? This is going to be very exciting. All right, this is going to be very exciting indeed. Okay. Did I do this one yet? Oh shit. This is gonna be good. All right. Very easy. All right, very easy. What is it? A, B, or C? David Nordstrom wins again. David Nordstrom, we gotta have to do a joint venture or something, man. This guy is super, super smart. Amazing. All right, I got you down there. Yeah, guys, it's earnings per click. All right, EPC stands for earnings per click. Let's see if anyone gets that wrong. No, looks like that was good. Man, you guys know what you're doing, man. All right, here's a little bit of a harder one. Okay, you guys ready for this? Okay, this will be for $30. Okay, we're gonna get a little bit more difficult. Okay. All right, everyone. Okay, sorry about that formatting. I'm just gonna make sure that if a landing page gets 1,200 visitors and 36 opt-ins, what is the conversion rate? Number A is 1%, B 2%, C 3%, or D 6%. Now, the first person who types in the right answer will win $30. That's right. Let's see here. Wrong answer. Wrong answer. Right answer. Megan Thomas wins again. This super genius woman who's on the webinar. What is going on here? Should we unmute Megan Thomas and see who the hell she is? Jesus. She wins $30. You're gonna end up walking away with like $400 tonight. Megan Thomas, you want to come on the line and tell us? We have to verify you, Megan Thomas. You could be a bot, okay? Why don't you come on here and say something to us and explain where you're from? Okay. Can you unmute yourself, please? Hello. Verify yourself, woman. Where do you hail? Where do you hail from? Oh, that's a shame. I don't think her mic works. All right. Well, we love you, Megan Thomas. Keep playing. I was just kidding with you. You'd be totally fine. All right. So that was very amazing. Ladies and gentlemen, if a landing page gets 1,200 visitors and 36 opt-ins, what is the conversion rate? You basically have to just divide 1,200 by 36. And so that's going to go into that like probably about 3 times. Yeah, pretty much. That's the easy way I would do that. We have no control over if you guys use calculators here or if you're just, we have no idea what you're doing behind closed doors. That's why it's the quickest person. It's the only way we can do this. You know what I mean? But at the same time, remember when we do math, remember when we did math the other day, I'm not a mathematician by any means. I'm a creative guy. So when we do the math, when we're trying to figure out how many people bought our thing or which page works better than the other one, we're always going to do some shitty math like that. We're always going to be like, all right, well, 1,000. All right, we got 30. Well, how many times 30 going to go into 1,000? Well, if you multiply 30 by 10, that's 300. So then multiply the 300. How many times 300 go into? You make the division easier for yourself as you go. It's really stupid way of doing it. But, sometimes, on the fly, that's how we be doing it. All right. All right, got a little bit of a harder one. This will be for $40. Okay, you guys ready for this one? All right, here we go. All right, what metric most directly determines whether paid traffic campaigns scale profitably? CPM, EPC, domain authority, or email open rate? Oh, we might have a winner. We might have a winner. Oh, snap. Let me find the beginning of this. All right. Okay. Sorry, Chuck Deese. It is not D. I'm sorry, my brother. You're a good person. Dave Black. I'm not sure what you mean by that. Oh, no, that's not it either. Oh my gosh. Guess who won, guys? David Nordstrom won again. Who are you, sir? Can you unmute yourself and we see who we have to verify to make sure that you're not a bot as well. Can you say something here?
Here to the White House.
Hey, Jamie, how are you?
Nordstrom. It's David Nordstrom in the house. How are you, sir?
Man, I'm doing great, buddy, and enjoying these meetings a lot.
Oh, yeah? Well, you're an amazing person, man. How long you been in here? How do you hear about this?
Found you on Facebook. I don't know, maybe a month and a half, but I'm relentless. I haven't missed a Monday or Wednesday meeting since I started.
Well, you're freaking awesome, man. You just won $40, all right? Everyone give David Nordstrom a round of applause. You guys learning anything from David Nordstrom? I think they are. All right, David, I'm going to get back to this. I got to also go through everyone's replies and just explain everything, all right? So I'll see you in a bit, David. You're the
Thanks,
man.
Jamie.
Remember to email me, all right? And get your prizes.
Absolutely.
All right, I'll see you. All right, so everyone, David Nordstrom is a super genius. Are you learning anything from David Nordstrom? All right. Yeah, everybody's very excited. Everybody's very excited for Megan Thomas, David Nordstrom, and who else is going to jump in? All right, you guys got to get your shit together and catch up real quick. All right, so basically, the correct answer is EPC, everyone. Earnings per click is king. Okay, you guys got to remember that. Because you could have all sorts of, that at the end of the day, that's going to be the hardest thing to do. Earnings, everyone, ladies and gentlemen. All right. And so, domain authority, that was like really kind of like a trick bullshit thrown in there. Email open rate, I think a couple people said that, and you know, that's one of the indicators that it's not crap traffic, but it's not clicks and it's not earnings. It's, you guys get my drift, right? All right. So I hope
Quick question. Am I
Oh
getting
my
through?
God, it's Daniel. Hello,
Yeah.
Daniel. How are you?
Hi, am I getting through even because I'm an organizer? Because I hit B and I don't think anybody noticed it. Am I invisible?
Yeah, you might be, man. I don't see you in here. You got to get it together. All right. You're always sabotaging my
Anything I can do to sabotage them, I'm happy to do.
all right. Look, I got plenty more questions. You want to re-log in as a normal, you know, watching the webinar, and so you can participate. I don't want
I
to.
will.
You know, I know you're basically like, you know, an alumni student and a freaking host of the webinar. You know, so you know, whichever way you want to play it, but you know, Daniel, really Daniel deserves to play this game with us. So, you know, can you come back onto the webinar, Daniels, and then you can is that possible? All right, Daniel, I got to get back to this game. All right, Daniel does that a lot. All right, so where can you see Daniel's answers? What, is he going in the chat box or something? I can't see Daniel's answers. How can you see Daniel's answers? What? How? The questions box. You can't see the questions box. I mean, if you can see the questions box, then. All right, so anyway, all right, so we're going to start over again. All right, here we go. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, if EPC is higher than your cost per click, you can scale. All right. All right, this is a good trick question. All right, you guys ready for this one? Okay, here's another domaining question. Okay, you guys ready? Are you getting excited? Which factor most increases a domain's resale value? Length, brandability, search demand, or all of the above? David Nordstrom again wins the D. Oh, this super genius. I didn't tell you how much this one was, though. This will be $20. Wasn't that hard. All right, you guys ready for this one? All right, you guys got to type fast. You got to try to. Oh, and also I got to mention this also, that Megan Thomas again came in second. Danny Laguerre, finally, he came in third. Stephen Brungan came in fourth, and Chuck Deese came in fifth. Roger Crace came in. You guys all got it right. Very, very, very easy. The answer is all of the above, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, all these things are amazing. Okay. Remember the attributes, ladies and gentlemen, when you're trying to decipher if a domain is worth something, it's, you know, the more good attributes it has, the better it is. You know, the shorter it is, the more memorable it is. You know, those are your attributes. All right. So, you know, a lot of the time I'm trying to get you guys to get away from being solely dependent on, you know, the software and technology, and just, you know, kind of have a good wit about it, because, you know, you'll be done with your work quicker if you're just, you know, the creative mind, you can analyze it, and then it's almost like you look through this list of expired domains and you analyze each domain, and then you're like, you know, hey, you know, this domain is going to be able to do this. This is what I can develop on this thing. You know what I mean? And then therefore you're like, you know, like it's analyze, creative thought, analyze, creative thought, analyze, creative thought, analyze, creative thought as you go down the list. That's what it is, guys. You know what I mean? But I mean, to be honest with you, a lot of the time it's more like analyze, 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 analyze. Oh, that one popped out at me. Creative thought. Analyze, 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 analyze. That one pops out. Creative thought. All right, remember that. That was really good advice. All right, we've been doing those attributes there. They really make a lot of sense. All right, next one. This will be for $10. It's very, very simple. Okay, very simple. But this is great for the newbies. All right, here we go. Here we go. Remember, David Nordstrom's going to win this one, right? Or Megan Thomas. Are we going to have anyone else win? All right. What does expired domain name mean? A domain that was banned by Google. B, a domain the owner forgot to renew. C, a domain with no traffic. Or D, a domain that is illegal to use. T-Bonds? Was it T-Bonds? Zanus? Hey, I'm on the webinar though. Hey, can you call me in like an hour? All right, we're doing an epic contest where everyone's you know, they're winning prizes. It's amazing. All right, so I'll see you in a little bit. All right, you're a good man. All right, see ya. All right, I think it was T-Bonds that won this. What's going on here? Daniel, are you tracking this? Do you see that? Who is this T-Bonds? Who are you, T-Bonds? Wow, we have a new player in the house, Mr. T-Bonds. Well, that was quick. Did you all you other guys get it right too? All right, you guys want to hear who came in second and all that? Look, what it is you know, B, a domain the owner forgot to renew. This is a very easy one again, you know, but here's who got it right. So we had T-Bonds, and then Danny Laguerre came in second. David Nordstrom came in third. Megan Thomas came in, I guess you mean to say B. You know, she put a K before, I think by accident, but that's, you know, we know what you meant, Megan Thomas. And then Chuck D said B, Roger Cray said B. I'm very proud of you guys. So, you know, this is again, you guys always kick my ass. You always are really good at this. No, it's not D, okay? It's, he said T-Bond says he's been here for 3 days. Really? Well, I'm glad that you're here, Mr. T-Bonds. Did you log in and see my nice savvy new video I uploaded there? It's a better video than the other one. I look sickly and pale and horrible in the other one, so I changed it. All right, so just keep coming here, T-Bonds. You got it's good to, we got a new player here. So far, we've had Mr. David Nordstrom, we've had Megan Thomas killing it, just back and forth. They're dueling, and maybe we could do like a sudden death with both of them, maybe at the end of the webinar, and have them compete against each other or something. I don't know. We got to figure that out. But it's good to have T-Bonds in the place. He's a lucky winner of $10. Again, very simple little thing. Let's keep it going. Ooh, this might be a good one. This might be a good one. Yes. All right, this is a simple one. All right, this will be for $20. All right. What is a JV, ladies and gentlemen? What does JV stand for? Danny Laguerre, that's not fair. That rhymes. Danny Laguerre wins it. Joint venture. Did I say joint venture? Did I say JV or did I say joint venture? Did I mess this one up, ladies and gentlemen? Junior varsity. You're a very funny young man. All right, here's who came in first. Danny Laguerre, then Stephen Brussingham, and then Adam Steinberg. David Nordstrom and Megan, are you guys backing off on purpose? They're giving everyone a chance. They didn't even come back. I didn't mean it. You know what I mean? I said something offensive maybe in that. No, you can continue playing, guys. I wouldn't, you know, it's survival of the fittest out there. You know what I'm saying? So I hope I didn't scare you off, but they didn't participate in that one because I think they're giving you guys a chance there. But so the next people who came in was Danny, Steven, and Adam. Well, you guys are wonderful people. Daniel, you are the lucky winner of $20, okay? Joint venture, okay? You know, JV partners, joint venture partners, you know what I'm saying? Here's a super hard one, but I think we can do it. And the reason it's hard is you guys have to explain this in your own words. Okay? And so I will read out the answers. Don't worry, there's no cheaters here. Everything is legit, okay? But you're going to have to write this one out, okay? What does a cookie do in affiliate marketing? All right? So you guys start tapping your little fingers away in the questions box and explain what a cookie does in affiliate marketing. Okay. David Nordstrom and Megan, please come back. Okay. Participate in this. Ooh, we have a winner, ladies and gentlemen. That's a good explanation right there, buddy. And you did it first. Oh, Danny. Danny, your explanation was great too, buddy. Mandy, we got to go with the person who did it first, though, guys. It was a little harder to do, huh? It wasn't too hard, and that's why I'm going to be cheap, and I'm going to do $20 again. And it looks like Stephen Brunningham is the winner here. Ooh, Stephen, you know what he said, guys? He said it tracks to you, so you get the sale. Yeah, we got to give it to Stephen, guys. He did that really quick. You notice how when we do this, when we do this contest, guys, it's not like there's a lot of opinion I need to do. So we do it. That's why we do it. I think you guys like it this way where we do it. Who does it quicker? Because if we didn't do it by quick, if I was like, I'm going to choose which, if it was like American Idol, and then that wouldn't be, then you guys would just be getting all pissed off at me because then it would be opinion based. So I try not to do the opinion based stuff. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, like pretty much all you guys kind of know. Dave Black, he said it allows for tracking, tracks so affiliates get credit. Yeah, it wasn't too hard. That wasn't too hard of a question, was it? You guys are smart students. You know what I mean? So good for you. Very good for you. Where the heck is Deborah in here? Are you going to jump in here, Deborah? And what about Felix, my Armenian brother? Are you going to jump in and have some fun with this? And we got, look, let me just give a shout out to everybody who's here. We got Mr. Adam Steinberg, we got Averny, we got Chuck, Danny, Dave, David Nordstrom, Deborah, Felix, Frankie, Hef, Lynn, Mandy, McDaniel, Megan, Roger, Steven, and T Bonds. And yeah, you guys are the bomb. All right, so moving down the line. I like this one. This is a good one. All right, you guys ready for this? Another multiple choice question. Let's see, what was the last one we did? Okay, gotcha. All right, good to see you, Deborah. I got a good LOL from her in the questions box. All right. What is organic traffic, ladies and gentlemen? A, traffic generated through ads. B, the platform sending visitors. Or C, traffic you don't pay for. SEO, social, etc. Oh, that was a much better question, wasn't it? Danny Laguerre wins again. He's in the house. Daniel Laguerre. $30. All right, that was a little bit harder. All right, here's another $30 one, ladies and gentlemen. All right, you ready for this? Oh, by the way, it was, I always need to remember to do that. Traffic you don't pay for, SEO, social, etc. Again, you guys see how easy this stuff is. I mean, you should see all of the C's that poured into the questions box. I mean, you guys are smart marketers, man. All right. But I mean, you're newbies. I sell that BizOp, man, that hypey BizOp stuff. So, I attract a lot of newbies, and look how smart you guys get real quick. So pretty cool. I mean, you guys could have marketing agencies with the knowledge you have. All right, here we go, guys. Ready for this? What is a sales funnel? A, captures leads or directs to an offer. B, the process that turns visitors into buyers. Or C, something free offered for an email. All right, let's see here. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh! Oh, this was much better. We have it's all over the place. Oh, this is great. Good. Dave Black, you have won $30. B, the process that turns visitors into buyers. It's a sales funnel, ladies and gentlemen. We're not talking about leads. We're not talking about, because there was a few people who said A, but B, it's the process that turns visitors into buyers, okay? So that's a sales funnel, not, the freaking leads or, the visitors and all that stuff, okay? So David Black, you are the lucky winner of $30, Dave Black. I'm very proud of you. All right, good stuff. And so next up, are you guys ready for this? All right, here we go. Here's a super newbie mindset question, okay? I'm only doing $10 for this. You guys are robbing me blind. All right, here we go. What is the #1 reason most people fail online? A, bad software. B, bad luck. C, they quit too soon. Or D, aliens stole their traffic. Danny Laguerre, this is highway robbery. Look at this. Danny Laguerre wins once more. And who came in? Hey, it's C. But we have David Nordstrom came in with a joke, a little, you see what David Nordstrom is doing. He made a joke. He said D because he's a funny guy. And then we had Megan Thomas come in again. She got it right, but she came in #2. And then Steven came in #3. Mandy came in #4. Roger Crace came in #5. Averny came in #6. And T-Bonds came in 7. And Dave Black came in 8. And you all had it right. So that's again, you guys, you're smart and I'm dumb. And you're robbing me blind. It's freaking amazing. All right, you guys want a super easy one for $10? I mean, come on, I'm not even gonna look. That's just highway robbery. Anyway, everyone should know that this is basically B, okay? It's 3%. All right, very, very simple, okay? And the only problem is here. Nope, Danny Laguerre is the winner. Danny Laguerre, you're the lucky winner of $10 again, okay? All right. This is a good one. I like this one. This will make your brain tick. Okay, guys, you ready for this? A little harder. Ready? How many visitors do you need if your page converts at 2% and you want 10 sales? Oh, that's a good question. You guys are all getting it wrong. $50 for this one. Averny wins. Averny wins $50. Oh my gosh. Yes, the answer was 500 visitors. Vernie has won $50. Oh my God, that's freaking amazing. I finally got you guys. See, I told you it'd get harder. Right, Vernie. Remember to collect your $50 by emailing me at the designated email address that I put into the chat box, okay? But remember, wait until the end of the games because we've got like 20 more questions to go, okay? Okay. Here's a super easy one again. Multiple choice, of course. And I'm gonna be cheap again because I'm gonna be out of $1,000 and there's no point because you guys you basically you know everything, and I want it to be hard so you learn something. All right. So again, when there's something a little simple, I'm gonna make it don't worry guys, I'll give you the answers. Okay, and then you got to pick one of these and tell us, what you think here, okay? What is the main purpose of a landing page in paid traffic funnels? Okay. Explain the entire product, capture leads or pre-sell before the offer, rank on Google, or host the checkout page. All right, Danny Laguerre. All right, we're gonna. This is not fair. We're gonna have to put you on pause, okay? Because you're basically an expert who does the webinars with me. You're a host here. They're gonna get very mad if you steal all their monies. Okay, so we got to put you on pause. Okay, we gave you a chance, and we see that you were extremely amazing at this, and that's why you teach the webinar with me. So you understand. Okay, I got to put the kibosh on you. All right, but you are a happy winner of $10, and I will also explain why you won this. The correct answer is B. Okay, capture leads or pre-sell before the offer, and you're just an analytical genius. You were able to look at the questions, and you were able to just say, "Yep, that you're like basically a human AI with like a 10,000 IQ." So. Thank you very much. Okay, you'll come back. Let them answer like 5 questions, and you can come back. Okay, thank you. And David and Megan, please come back. Okay, because you were on fire, and you don't need to back off. It's okay. You're part of the family. Okay. All right, everyone. Here we go. Are you guys ready for this? Okay, this is going to be a little harder. We're going to do this for $30. Okay, this is a $30 prize. And what does CPM mean in advertising? Okay, what's CPM mean, ladies and gentlemen? Okay. Oh, wrong answers, wrong answers. Yes. Averni wins. Averni wins again. You're a smart cookie, Averni. The correct answer is B. Cost per mil. Cost per 1,000 impressions, okay? You are the lucky winner of $30, Averni, okay? You have now made $80 in like 20 minutes. Everyone give Averni a round of applause. She's getting these difficult questions right. It was like one of these sleeping giants, right? Like when it came to the easy one, she just like, that doesn't stimulate me enough. But then whenever there's a hard one, you see all these wrong answers come in, A, D, and then there's the right one. And I looked to see who did it, and it was Averni again. Very smart cookie. So thank you for playing. That's freaking awesome. So I have correctly dominated here. I mean, documented. I'm so used to saying that. Here are the winners so far. David Nordstrom, Megan Thomas, David Nordstrom, Adam Steinberg, Megan Thomas, David Nordstrom, Megan Thomas, David Nordstrom, T-Bonds, Daniel, Stephen, Daniel, Dave, Daniel, Averni, Daniel, Averni. So you guys are the bomb. This is like a motley crew. That's amazing. All right. So here again, a little harder one, but I'm going to be cheap, and this is B. It's probably not hard, when I'm dealing with you guys. So this is only $20, okay? For a $20 prize, okay, if your EPC is 120 and your cost per click is 80, what happens when you scale traffic? You lose money, you break even, you profit, or it depends on the niche. A lot of wrong answers, but we have a clear winner. It's Adam Steinberg. He won. He basically won because he said the answer C. Okay, you profit. The basically each click, ladies and gentlemen, with this, you know, if your EPC was 120 each click, then that's going to generate more money than it costs, right? You know, your cost per click is 80 cents. So you'd be making 40 cents, okay, every click. So you're basically, it would show that in your Explodely account or wherever. And you know, and then you'd be like, holy crap, I've got a margin there. That's freaking amazing. I'm rich, bitch. And then you can scale. All right. So I will be documenting this. We have a new, did Adam, have you ever won a, yes, he won a $20 prize earlier, but now he wins another $20 prize. He's very smart marketer in the house. I'm proud of you, son, proud of you. All right, so this is a good one. Are you guys ready? Here's another $20 one. In affiliate launches, what does Gravity measure on ClickBank? Total revenue, A, number of affiliates making sales, B, product refund rate, C, or D, advertising budget? Megan Thomas wins. Holy mackerel, she wins. Letter B. And do we have any wrong answers? No, that was an easy one. But still, Megan Thomas, you win $20. Unless the next question is very difficult, I am immediately reverting back to the cheap ways, where we will just do $10 for this next one. Okay. Let me look at this. Oh, Jesus, this is really tough. It's not $10. That is not $10. I don't even know how to answer that. Jesus. All right. All right, $50. I'm putting a wager on this. All right, here we go. All right, here we go. David Nordstrom, how you do that fast? Damn, son. Damn, man. Yeah, now people are starting to get it together. I guess they got calculators or something, but if an email campaign sends 10,000 emails, gets 2,000 opens and 300 clicks, what is the CTR click-through rate based on opens? Oh, okay. So this is just confusing. All right, I get it. I got ADD. Yeah, I know this very well. So if we had 2,000 opens and 300 clicks, like 12 or is that 15%? Yeah, 15%. Yeah, it's B. That's B. 15%. Yeah. Well, shit. David Nordstrom, how much was that? Was that a $40 one? How much was that? I forget. David Nordstrom is the lucky winner of $40. Congratulations, David Nordstrom. Yeah. He's back in the game, ladies and gentlemen. Holy mackerel. All right, I'm reverting back to $10 immediately. This is not hard enough for you guys. All right, next question for a $10 prize. Okay. What determines whether a sales funnel is scalable with ads? A, number of videos in the funnel. B, domain name quality. Customer acquisition cost versus average revenue per visitor. Or D, length of the sales page. Yeah, Chris, I'm seeing your messages. These guys are just super quick, man. You know what I'm saying? They're super quick. Megan Thomas, man. Megan Thomas came in and scooping this one up, man. It was C, customer acquisition cost versus average revenue per visitor. You can see why I reverted back to 10. That's kind of obvious. This is a very obvious one. And there weren't no wrong answers, I don't think. I think everyone got them. Just, you guys got to be freaking quick. You got to be quick on your feet, man. I mean, it's like within a matter of seconds, you know what I'm saying? So congratulations to Megan Thomas again. Hey, we should have like a final winner at the end of this thing and see, straight up. So let me document you here. All right. That was freaking amazing. Good stuff. And that's too, this is too freaking, that one was too easy. I'm not going to do that. This is a good one. This is a good one. All right. We'll do this one for $20, okay? If your conversion rate doubles, your profits always double. A, true. B, false. David Nordstrom comes in number 1. Dave Black comes in number 2. Chuck Deese comes in number 3. Megan Thomas comes in number 4. Mandy Verbo comes in number 5. T-Bonds comes in number 6. Averni comes in number 7. That type of thing. I think Dave Black, it was kind of close for Dave Black. How much was I paying again for this one? Was I doing $10? I don't know. Somebody tell me here. Oh, I was? And you were the winner, let me guess. Yeah, it's David Nordstrom back in the house. All right, David Nordstrom, you've won $20. Okay, you're very smart. Now we're gonna do another. Oh, this is a good one. Even though you guys probably think this is easy, it's good. It's gonna teach the noobs. Okay. You guys ready for this? It'll be $10, real quickie. All right. Which traffic source converts the highest on average? A, Facebook ads, Google ads, email traffic, or TikTok? Oh, wrong answers. That was good because there are a bunch of wrong answers. So when there's wrong answers, I know it was a good, and there's a clear winner. There's a clear winner here. Mr. Stephen Brussingham again. Stephen wins $10. Stephen, you are an amazing marketer, sir. All right. You're the winner of $10. Here's another $10 one. All right. If a funnel converts at 2%, how many sales do you get from 1,000 visitors? Ooh, another one where they're all getting it wrong. That's awesome. I mean, it's just very good because if you're getting it wrong, that means there's room to teach. All right. David Nordstrom won. David Nordstrom won because he said B. Most people would say, well, you guys are all over the place. Some people said D, some people said A, some people said C. But David Nordstrom is the winner of $10. And let me make up some questions now. Okay. Let me add all this up and see how much money I am out of. 30, 50, 60, 70, 100, 140, 60, 70, 190, 210, 240, 270, 280, 290, 340, 350, 380, 400, 420, 460, 470, 490, 400, 500, $510. All right, cool. That's fine. All right, so let me give you guys a really awesome one for like $30. All right, so I'm gonna go into sudden death. All right, If you are getting a low upsell conversion, all right, this is a better one. All right, this is harder. To make sure this will be like the, what am I doing for this? $30? You know, very cheap, but you know, it's like you're getting a low upsell conversion, first upsell in your funnel, and it's 197. What do you do to fix it? All right, and this is where I'm not going to show where I'm going to write out this. I'm going to write out these answers, and then I'll turn it back on, and you guys will see. So you know the question, all right? Okay, I'm adding something to the question. All right, here you go. Super hard one, $30. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, here you go. Here are the questions. Well, the question is, and I'm going to show my screen. If you're getting a low upsell conversion for the first upsell in your funnel and it is $197 after your front end is $37, what do you do first to fix it? First, number one, lower the price and the current customers get mad. Okay. Number two, raise the front end price. 3, split test 2 different headlines and video edits. Or 4, extend the sales page and make it longer. I'm tired of you guys winning everything. Oh my freaking God. I swear to God. Why are you guys so freaking smart? I mean, you did get it wrong a bunch of times. Danny Laguerre got it wrong. That's freaking amazing. All right. Well, if Danny Laguerre got it wrong, I did something right because Danny Laguerre is like smarter than I am. We have a clear winner. And again, it's no surprise. Megan Thomas. Again, who the hell are you? Megan Thomas, you're going to be an amazing guru. What the hell are you doing? Are you already doing big volume or what? Shit. She chose the right one, and I'll explain this, guys. That's why I had to say first, because these are very similar. So it's a trick question. It's kind of hard. But obviously, you're going to want to do this first before you do that. That's going to be a lot of work, right? So that's why it's a little more tricky. I want to make it a little bit more tricky, you know, that type of thing. Again, that is the protocol. That's what we would do if there is a problem. You don't want to raise the front end price and you don't want to lower the price. So what the hell are you going to fucking do, right? So that's the type of pressure that we're under when we do these launches. All right. So, but we kind of have it ahead of time. We know also if it's 17, you're going to have a real tough time converting a $197 upsell. Usually if it was 17, then you have a $97 first upsell. But 37, you could have a, you know, Mo from Explodely, he has an offer where it's 47 on the front end and 497 for the first upsell, you know. And I think Lyft is 497, isn't it? I think we had a 497 on Lyft. So yeah, so anyway, this is what happened here in the questions box. So, you know, I put together this. Danny Laguerre said 4, which is, Danny, it's kind of right. But again, I wanted to make it a little harder. Megan says 3. She got it right. David Nordstrom said 3. Okay, so you guys know these two people. I don't know who they are, but they're very good. T-Bonds got 3. So there we can easily see who's very, very smart here. Adam, that was a very interesting question. Number 2, that's very interesting. But you know, I think I think everyone got what I was saying here. A lot of people are saying 3 because that is the correct protocol for that situation. Chris, yes, I see you there. He said 1. All right, I like it. Lower the price. That's the easy way out, isn't it? Well, good big ups to everybody for playing. Okay, it's very awesome. I'm kind of broke now. Okay, I spent like $540 on you people, and all again, you guys robbed me because you're so smart, and I can't come up with hard enough questions. So that's freaking amazing. You guys are amazing. All right, very good stuff. All right, and so our winners here. Megan Thomas, again, the lucky winner of $30 there. Put her down on the bulletin board there. And you guys have the email. You send me an email and collect your winnings. Okay. And that was it. All right, that was it for tonight. It was just a very fun time where we were able to, win lots of money, all of us together as a family. And you guys, you keep it up, all right, and keep coming, and come to the next webinar in a couple days where we will then be, we're going to be doing some fun AI avatar money where we turn you guys into politicians, and we siphon the internet from all of the cash that is on the internet. We siphon it off of the internet and into our banks.